G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. We are on episode 10 and things are moving along. We liberated two towns in our last playthrough and they were Padstow and Herodine, whatever you pronounce it. And so we've liberated these two towns. You can see that the area is now purple, a good chunk of it, which is good. We now need to knock off Bradford and Farnsworth. Now I want to go into Farnsworth because I do want the inn, and that's one thing that's holding me back a little bit. We've got two options here, and then we can work on Farnsworth later because essentially I think we're getting wood choppers and this healing one, but we can then get the Bradford later. So anyway, I'm going to experiment with something which has been a little bit of a pain, to be honest, and this is the dock. So now I have built one just here near my main settlement in the water. I found a spot, that's why that I could put it. And I guess you can only get there by boat, so you need another dock. And yeah, well, so this is what this is. So I built a dock down in here at Farnsworth, just on the water, and I found a spot that I could get it into, and there's like a little ramp running back up into Farnsworth. It's kind of like a quick way of getting there, I guess, rather than running across land. We're going to test it out. Now, the way I did it, I basically brought all the items over with me at night. Well, it doesn't really matter. You can do it during the day. And then I quickly just changed it to its own area. So this one, let's have a look, is called Farnsworth Dock, and nothing attached to it. It's just by itself. I think this is the best way to make it work. That was going to stop everybody from walking across the map. Then I used some of my renown to hire this person from the town. Doesn't really matter. Anybody will do. I can get rid of her as soon as this is built. I just had to give her a hammer and away she goes. So she should build this for me and then it should be up and running. So that's essentially the first thing that I've done. And we're basically just getting on with some of these missions now to try and yeah, that one we could do. So yeah, to try and get more renowned and just get through the storyline, I guess, as well. We do have a big bandit camp here we really want to get rid of anyway. So when we go to liberate Farnsworth, we might knock off the surrounding camps in this area anyway. Just get rid of these two for good. And yeah, we've got a few more things happening. We've got some quests at Crashmere. That's the one that's just popped up, so we should be able to do that as well and get that one opened up as well. So we are in granite stage now as well, so I have to start thinking about a granite mine. There are two large granite sources here and some iron, so it might be a good opportunity for a roadside mine. I think gets a bit of traffic through here, so we would have to get some pretty good, I guess, soldiers on our side to do that one. Let's head off and get some other stuff done today. We are going to look at liberating this town. So we're just getting this dock done. So stay tuned and follow along and see how the dock goes, whether it actually works and how it works. And let me know if you had a better idea in regards to setting that up. Yeah, well, we're going to just get rid of her once it's filled, I think, anyway. We're trying to get high level people now. Now we are trying to increase our friendship level in this town. So I swear, here it is here, yeah. So we built this today. We just didn't have enough wooden planks to fulfill the order overnight by the looks, so everything else was here. So we are starting to get that stuff done. And we are building our town hall too, so that's kind of using up a lot of our resources at the moment. Let's go back to our settlement and take a look at what we're doing. All right, the ungreven ground is becoming a little bit of a pain here, and just some little tips. This mud area, I didn't realize is going to be a pain. I can't build on top of it, so I'm going to have to rethink my town layout. I'm going to build back down towards this. So there is a little bit of uneven ground though through here, so that's all right. Doesn't have to be perfect. It is a medieval city. So this is coming along. As you can see, we are kind of getting there. It's just using a lot of wooden planks. You can see we use 180 plus other resources. We had everything else, we just didn't have the wooden planks. So our woodkeeper up there on the hill is going overboard and hopefully this guy is replanting trees. So yeah, the saplings are all starting to grow, so we're going to get some regrowth there. Not sure it's even worth having two of these, to be honest. I did want hardwood to be grown back around here. I'm not sure what they're growing, to be honest, whether we actually have hardwood seeds. It's something I probably should have checked. Let's have a quick look inside our inventory and see if we do have hardwoods.
What do you think those dots in the sky are?
I know there is an easier way of doing this. Tree seeds. I wonder if there is a specific seed for hardwood. I actually haven't seen one, so let me know if you have. And yeah, this is the other storage barn I've got, and I don't see any seeds in here. So hopefully this normal seed trees do both. So that's something I just haven't really thought through. And oh, we built some stuff in the, what was it, in this the other day. Looks like I'm gonna get rid of that. I really like these lanterns, but we will get rid of that one for the moment. This like little lantern here is pretty cool. But it looks like I may have built a couple of other decorative things. I am kind of looking at food's going well. Yeah, I want the food cellar. Food, we're going through a bit of food. It's kind of just wasting it at the moment. All right, where did we put the decorative stuff? I think it might be just normal resources. Or not. Actually, it might be in this one. Yeah, we have. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what these are. One's a shrine, and then one's a... I don't know what you call it, like a, yeah, punishing device. Let's have a look in a second. I'll just pop these out here. We've got a little road through here, so let's take a look at our inventory, actually. All right, so it's pretty small, actually. A little bit disappointing. Okay, I thought it might have been a little bit bigger than that, but okay. And then the other one we've got is this one. Oh, it's a hangman noose. Okay. Oh, well, we can put that at the front of town as well. So, okay, there you go. There's a few other things in there, a few more decorative items. So town's starting to come along. Yeah, like I said, just disappointed about the mud. All right, well, we are going to keep track of this. Yeah, keep track of the dock, which is interestingly not showing up on the map. An idle citizen in the middle of nowhere over here. She belonged to. So is this the? Yeah. So she's okay. I might switch her back. If it looks like she's probably completed the dock. So we're going to head back there and take a look at this dock. One thing we do need to get made is the. It looks like it might have already been made, and that's the shipwrights pack. Although I don't see it in here. Oh, there it is there. All right, so we're just low on planks of wood. It's killing us at the moment. So we do need these shipwright packs. They are what we use to get back and forth with. It's kind of like, I guess, when you do a voyage, you want the repairs to get back, so to speak. So we're going to make a couple of those. I'm going to use that on top up. And we really need, like I said, to get the planks of wood going. We can trade, but there isn't a lot of wood. I think it might have been Padstow that had this, so we can trade all that out. We might as well grab all this stuff. Got plenty of money, and we can trade out. We've got a ton of tin at the moment, so we've basically just been selling tin. Gold's probably not an issue for us anymore once we started trading. As you can see, you basically just, I'm sure there's quicker ways of doing this, but
the biting cold reminds us that winter is relentless.
all right, so that didn't increase. So yes, it didn't increase our gold. Or did it? No, it didn't. So it's no point selling stuff that they don't want, which is interesting. Yeah, it's not going to give anything back. They're not willing to trade. So I wonder, yeah, we have to figure out, how do we figure out what they want? This is something that I struggled with in the first playthrough, actually. So, actually, armors. I do remember.
Doing great work, don't you think?
No. Okay, so they're not buying anything there. All right. Anyone got any tips on this one? Let me know. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be... Okay, so they're not trading. Maybe they're just not trading anything at the moment. I'm sure I've seen someone else trade before. And first trade out. I guess we could always take stuff that's pain to make. We get rid of all these.
Reminds us that winter is relentless. The biting
Yeah.
cold reminds us that winter is relentless.
Right, they're not taking that. So resources, let's go back to resources. Actually, maybe it was.
Got your
Let's
fur
have a look.
cloak ready? You'll need it soon.
Oh, it is coming down. Okay, so we can.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
All right, let's just trade that out. All right, so we need to get some trades happening and start getting some things done around here. So kind of lost my train of thought then. Looks like that. Oh, we were gonna. That's right. She's heading back over here, but do we really want her anyway? We hired her specifically just to build the dock. So let's head off to that dock and have a look and see what that looks like. See if it actually is functionable. Actually, we did. We won't use it, but we did build a dock. Yeah, down here. We won't go and look at it because I don't want to use it until we get those ship packs. So, all right, we'll head off there now and have a look. All right, yes, she completed the dock for us. Interestingly, it wasn't showing. It wasn't showing up before for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway, it is now. I can see it's there. So, so I guess how this works now is you've got two docks. You essentially, yeah, uses, and then you select the other one, and then you will sail alone. Or if you have a party, you can bring troops. I wonder how many they'll let me take. Anyway, that's the dock. We're going to test it out later. We're going to take not Farnsworth. We are going to take, oh yes, we are going to take Farnsworth today. So that's something that we are going to get stuck into. We're just trying to get the city's friendship level a little bit higher to this protector level. And that's going to require us building a lot of stuff. But unfortunately, we need a lot more planks. So we're hard on the plank making at the moment. And yeah, let's get some other things done. Alrighty, looks like our haul is finished, which is super cool. So, yep, it's nice and a nice place to relax. Shame we can't sit in here, but yeah, it's a nice looking building. So we are able to get extra research done from here as well, which is really good. So we can start looking at other buildings now and start to really develop, what's going on. We can get these cozy buildings that can house up to 7 people. They're kind of new, but we really want to sort of start looking at things like the food cellar when we get the apprenticing keeper. Now you can see all these things in this now require apprentices, which is something that we'll have to keep an eye on as we select things. I don't think we have a blacksmith. That's something I'm going to have a look at, I think. So we could select. Can we select this by work? Not really. All right, so we got a woodsman, weaver, carpenter, and farmer. All right, so we need a blacksmith if we're going to do that one. So what can we do? We can do the foraging lodge. We can do the lumber mill, which might be handy actually, because we are always running out of wood. There's also the pit. And we don't really need a bigger warehouse at this particular point in time. We are using the mod to increase that, and we can do a windmill to start making flour. So the windmill might be something worthwhile getting done. So we'll look at that one. And now that we don't have a need for all this planks, we're going to be able to actually, never really seen that before. Fast travel point. Oh, awesome. We got a new fast travel point, which is great, but we already have one up here because there's a road anyway. But yeah, there you go. There's the town hall. And we are going to continue to do some more quests, and we're going to get the leveling up so we can get Farnsworth done. Alrighty, we are trying to accomplish a few things, and we are having a few minor difficulties. So I have never had a problem with farms before, but for some reason, it is winter, mind you, so But I was wondering why I was running out of some things like turnips, radishes, and things like that. Obviously, they're not growing in here. But I actually have wheat turned off on this one because we have the wheat fields just up there. We didn't really want to grow wheat, but we're growing wheat. Nothing but wheat in here. And the same with these two. For some strange reason, we are growing nothing but wheat as well. So wheat is definitely turned off. And we shouldn't be growing it, even though we need it. I don't know where it's all going because we have a foraging camp collecting it from the wheat fields. And yeah, I'm not really sure. And then you'll see that this one as well has wheat. Well, this one has wheat at 1. Okay, so maybe I'll turn all of them off. This one I was growing wheat on. I'll turn it off and see if that fixes the problem. But we have 3 fields here that are essentially not growing anything. We've got 5 bandits spotted. Okay, and we got this field that's growing, well, nothing now. I got some cotton seeds and it's ticking along. But we do have the foraging camp up here. Statistics for yesterday, obviously it's winter. It's not, not collecting anything, but you can see it is collecting a hell of a lot of wheat. So we'll wait till summer comes back and wheat starts to grow again and we'll check it out. But yeah, a bit of a bug there, I think. Not sure why those 2 bottom fields are growing wheat. Anyway, we've nearly got our windmill up and running and we are researching some other stuff, but we do need to take Farnsworth, and so that's our next priority. We're going to get rid of this party that's coming for... It's a fair distance away. It's too quick to see where it was heading, but we can meet. It looks like it's heading. Not really sure where it's heading at this stage. Okay, and at top, yeah, there it is. Padstow. Okay, so it's heading for Padstow. So I'd say it is going to probably use this bridge here, which works out totally fine for us. And yeah, so we'll wait for it to come across. I'm not going to go and meet it this time, but we do need to get a few things sorted. Another thing I couldn't work out too was the Shipwright pack, if anybody has gotten that far.
Yes?
Okay, so he says he's delivering things, but it's got nothing on him, so... They both say they're delivering things. Anyway, I did have the Shipwright pack teed up in here, and it says target amount reached, right? So I should have 5 of them. Now it is a resource.
Anything to haul, fix, or build.
Thanks.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Now I have 2 barns for resources. There's this one. But I have Shipwright pack turned off. And this one, I assumed they would be in here, but they never arrived. So I turned it off and I've built a small container, storage container down near the actual boat. I don't know if that's applicable or whether it needs to be done, but we only just finished building that a little bit ago. So let's go and see whether that actually are in there, because for the life of me cannot find them. Well, there you go. They have turned up in here. Right, so it wasn't what I was expecting it to look like. It's like a hammer. So that's probably what maybe threw me off. And okay, so we have our Shipwright packs. I guess we just take them with us. Gee, they're big. When we want to go and, you know, attack some bandits. It's all right that we dealt with. When we want to attack Farnsworth, we can then travel directly to there, I assume. So we're going to set that up. We're just going to wait till this this party is dealt with. It's kind of slowly making its way to us. We're going to meet it here on the bridge and take care of it. So that'll be the next thing that you see. And yeah, we've got a little road for running here and starting to get things sorted. I guess we're going to build out into this area. It's a bit flatter, so I'm going to actually start to move things down into this area here. So it's a little bit more convenient and flat. It is flatter down here anyway, so yeah, I think it'll work out a little bit better. So, all right, well, we'll skip to the part where we meet the reclamation party, and we'll take care of them. Okay, we have the party getting really close now, and I kind of lost sight of them for a little bit there. We have some tips I didn't do in the last one. I kind of learned this later, is we can adjust the food settings if we are going a long distance, and bandage threshold, so things like that. So just in the setting when we're actually doing this, but we are going to recruit some more people. We don't know how strong this party's going to get, so we're just going to bring everybody in. There's no point taking any chances. See if anybody needs any weapons. Got a few new people. The apprentices probably need to be geared up better, so hopefully they'll get better gear on. I need to make some more gear because we haven't got a blacksmith going yet, and I think we are running out of a little bit of gear. And we don't need to go too far, but all right, we better get a move on. They're getting pretty close to the bridge, so it gets a little bit congested around there. I am going to get the food cellar once we get Farnsworth, so it's all right, let's just get everybody. I think we got enough. Now I keep forgetting, I keep running down here. I can jump over the wall, but my guys can't, so I keep forgetting that. They got to go around, so we'll...
Move! Move!
All right, they're getting pretty close now. I think we're going to be totally fine, though. I do wish they would, as I saw, use an archer placing themselves right at the front line. I do need to set up some... I wish you could set up, yeah, different... Maybe you can, just for archers and having to do it manually every time, so... Need a bit more armor made. So we'll take a look at that as well. If we take someone like this guy, his attributes, and he needs more strength, so I need to find some strength books for him by the looks. Or I don't use him at all. I might just like put in there do not use. But you know, just send him home kind of thing. So yeah. All right, here we go. We've got them coming across the bridge. Wait a little bit closer. It's actually a pretty small party, actually, so this is going to be super easy. Yep. Okay, that was way too easy. So we'll collect the loot, send them all back. I don't know where those guys are going. Maybe there's... Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to run up here. It looks like my hunters have been taking care of people, but no, they're coming back. Okay, so we've disbanded this army, I guess, and then we're going to go and attack Farnsworth. So we're going to use the ship and do that. We just need to get some more buildings going in there really quickly. So that's probably the one thing that we haven't actually focused on yet.
Hope you like layers because winter's got plenty.
Yeah, we need to get this up to here. So we need about 800
Got your fur cloak
in
ready?
renown. So
Need it soon.
these are only worth 200 each. So we're going to head over there and build another building. So when night ticks over, we can get that one built the next day.
Gold reminds us that winter is relentless.
Another thing I wanted to check out that I built, which I thought had a different meaning to it, was this building up here. It's like a scout's lookout. So now in the village improvements, let's have a look. It says reveals the fog of war in the region under village control. So I would assume that would be all of Padstow. Now it
Bit of cold
doesn't
today. Best bundle up tight.
seem there's some seats in here, and there's nothing really to activate it that I can see. And it is fully built. So when you open up the map and go to, let's go to village. Oh no, it looks like it has. So yeah, all right. So I was thinking this area up here belonged a bit more to Padstow, but maybe it doesn't. No, it has opened up the fog all over the map then. Take that back. So that's what that building's for. Okay. And we are building another one of those at Herondine. It hasn't been completed yet. I'm not sure why. So that should open up this top part of the map as well. And I guess it opens up all the resource points as well, which is super handy. So it is something definitely, you know, worth having if you are looking for particular types of resources once you liberate a town. I think that would probably be the only real reason why you'd build it though. So yeah, we have a little bit of renown, but that's for Farnsworth. So we are going to go and liberate that one, I think, and get that kick-started. All right, it looks like we might be being held back a little bit by this one, maybe. I came and talked to this guy. We have War and Peace, but it requires a cloth quiver and a Ewer bow. So now in order to get one of those, I need to research it, and I need an apprentice woodsman. So it's something that we probably haven't done and need to get done. So it's good to check those things. We are still going to continue to build things here to get that friendship level up. We have another brewery thing going on here. So we're going to go and research the Yobo and get one of those made, I think. So that's the next plan. And then we're going to aim towards getting this town taken in this episode. Okay, one thing that I've forgotten to do regularly is check my building tabs for any problems. And I am missing bows at the moment, so which is unusual. So I just need to probably check that building and see why we're not making enough bows. I believe it's a tool maker. And yeah, so we have bows in here, right? So target amount reached on the elm bow, maybe that's too small. Now we are starting to make this particular bow now. So I think maybe that was the problem. We just weren't producing enough of these bows. So the elm bow, you can check stock levels here. Now it says we have 10. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, why we would not have enough of them. So let's go back out into here and check the hunting ground, the hunter's camp. So this one's saying not enough bows, which now we have. Okay, we probably clicked off the elm bow accidentally. That's what's happened. So instead of clicking off ash, we don't want ash bows in there. We've accidentally clicked off the elm bow. So that's hunter's camp 1. Actually, we haven't made a mistake. Yeah, we've made the same mistake here as well. So yeah, so easy mistake. I would have assumed, I just wasn't looking. Maybe ash bow. Yeah, so elm bow is the lowest level bow there. So that should have fixed the hunting ground. Yeah, so it's gone back to normal. So yeah, little things like that, easy to make mistakes, I guess. So I've just got to keep a better eye on that when I'm clicking off things. I don't want them to be using, well, I wasn't wanting them to use the main bows anyway. I've got to gear out my archers with the better bows, but I guess the hunters should have better bows anyway. So we probably just need to stop making the cheaper bow maybe and just go to the more expensive bow. That way I could get rid of one of those hunters camps possibly as well. But we do need to research the better hunters camp anyway in level 3. We need to get to this guy before he closes. I'm trying to knock off some of these quests that I've kind of like been neglecting.
I fear for my family. What if they come
Yes?
for us next?
All right, so that one there enables us to now talk to the elder. Hopefully get ourselves a little more renowned in that particular place. So we need, not Kashmir, with Farnsworth. So we're trying to get Farnsworth to the point where we can liberate it and get that on side. So that's basically what we're up to at the moment. So will I make it back there in time? Everyone's kind of heading to bed. Let's see if I can get there.
How did it go? Did it finally?
All right, so we got a bit more trust and renown for that. So let's have a look at this town now. Ooh, we're pretty close to Protector actually. So we only need another 200 to get to Protector, which is pretty good.
Yes? Is there something you need?
I desperately need help. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Terrible. Catastrophic.
The problem is that the sword is a family heirloom that belongs to my wife. If she finds out I lost it, she'll... Yes, of course, I'll mark the location.
So interesting. His panic voice sounded so much different to his calm voice. Okay, so we need to find this bow of his, or sword I should say. So I would have assumed it'd be close by, so maybe to track it, that would probably help. Okay, yeah, up on this hill. So okay, we're going to collect this sword. Are we still building stuff in this town? We might try and quickly build something to get us that extra 200. I think the only thing that gives us 200 trust is this one. It's pretty easy to make, so we might just make another one of those. And that will get us to Protector, no matter what happens with this sword quest. So yeah, basically just knocking off quests, and we are going to, like I said in this episode, use the ship and see how that works. So stay tuned for that one. But I'm just going to knock off a few of these quests and get on with things like that. We have been getting the occasional bandit camp start to respawn in the areas as well. So they're all just 1-star ones, so pretty easy to knock off, but it is becoming a little bit of a pain to remove these guys. So they are sort of like, let's have a look at the regional map. So yeah, they still are popping up in areas that we have the Bellwright in, so that's all right. They're pretty easy to knock off, so I'm basically just taking them on myself rather than bringing out my troops this way. So, but we will knock off the bigger camps in, like these ones down here, these easier ones when we do Farnsworth. So, alrighty, it's day 67. And we ran out of things to do overnight, so I decided to just speed things up a little bit. We should have transferred all the goods that we needed to build the drinking stand, so that should get us to the required level we need for this town. We're only 200 off getting to Protector, but I have got a quest I'm about to complete here too, so we'll just see, that might get us across the line. They're almost finished that anyway, so...
My stomach hurts badly. I'm too hungry.
Hail, fellow.
Yes? Did you find it?
Thank you so much. Oh no, look at it. It's damaged. My wife can't see it in this shit. I need you to take this to...
Alright, so yeah, we need to take that somewhere else now, which is annoying. So what does he want to talk to us about it now?
Well met, fellow. What would you like to know? Indeed, the clash between the two villages began when the rivalry between Farnsworth and Bradford, of course. However, boars in the lowlands are really aggressive toward. Unfortunately not. They succeeded with fighting boars in...
Alright, so we need to get the damaged sword fixed, but we did click over this into Protector, so we have got a ways to go to get it to Bellwright actually. So for some reason I was thinking, yeah, anyway, we need to build up 2,400 to get it towards Bellwright, which is quite a bit. So we're going to work on that today and try and knock off as many quests as we can in this particular town, so we can get that up to where we want, and yeah, keep building things to try and get us there. The one thing I've been trying to remember to do daily too is to trade with all the villagers. So yeah, it increases prosperity the first trade of every day. So someone pointed that out in my chat. I didn't realize that. So that's a really good tip there. So make sure that, yeah, I'm trading daily with them, and that should increase this prosperity level just by trading rather than having to build things. So yeah, I've done that with the 2 towns that I have taken over, but I'm just trying to knock off some more quests. We can build the bakery now, which is cool. So starting to get some of those tier 3 buildings done, and that'll be right. We've got a raid coming into the berry area. So I'm just going to quickly run back and knock that one off to our travel sign. The berry area, I've got a couple of people there at the moment. I can't remember how heavily armored they are, so shouldn't be too big a threat. And where am I going? It used to have the travel sign here. I've moved it. Keep running back to the wrong spot. And yeah, that'd be right. Can't teleport there. It's too far away, which is annoying. I've put the road sign probably too close to the camp, so maybe I might need to move it back out a little bit away from the road so I can actually TP there. Looks like that raid got there pretty quick, and unfortunately they stole some items, which is not the end of the world. Like I said, that wasn't really much in that. Let's have a look and see what they stole. 2 of my shovels, easily replaced, so not the end of the world. All right, we'll head back and complete these quests. We're just trying to knock off some of these quests and see if we're missing anything. We really do need to get, we want to get some more research done, and I think we definitely really want some of these other apprentices that we really need. So that's probably our priority at the moment. Although we should be checking these other towns daily as well for new people. See if there's anybody worth getting that's a 4-star. So I might need a spreadsheet to keep track of all these people. So, but Padstow seems to be one of the better ones. We do have some new people here possibly. So we might check that out when we go back to Padstow as well. All right, well, we're checking out the newer people in town and trying to increase, I guess, get rid of the people that we have that aren't really low, have low and can't go any higher. So we've got good harvesting and labor here can go to 10, agility to 10, fighting skills are 6s and 5s, but the strength is probably the poorest thing. That's the thing I'm finding the biggest struggle with. You can't armor them when they're at 3 with good armor. So we really want to be picking people if we can, if we do find them for military, that is, that have this strength that's going higher. So this is the key, I think, at the moment. But we can definitely get rid of some of these people that we have that don't functioning in this kind of capacity. So this person will hire right now, and then we'll go through and have a look at the abilities that the other people have. So we have labor, which is certainly really good. Building efficiency plus 70, that's pretty good. And harvesting as well. So if we go to, we're going to make
Hungry and down on luck.
harvesting.
In the world.
Now, one thing I did do with my apprentices as well, I have at least one apprentice from each category at research 1. So if I do decide to research something that requires an apprentice, they will do that straight away for me. So that's always something that I'm ticking off. And then harvesting would be the second one. And then I guess, I mean, you can, construction, she seemed to be pretty strong with, so I'll put it on 3. At the moment, I'm just going to leave everything at 5. I could turn off things that she's not good at. So if, say, cooking and hunting are pretty low. So we could turn those off. So hunting and cooking. So she doesn't bother with that at all. And then we'll send her back to the main town. And then we could take a look at the people. We don't want to do it from here because they're all geared up, but we do want to look at our population and then go through them slowly and work out, all right, this person here is good at hunting. Combat skills, one-handed, is pretty good. That's probably about it. And we'll slowly work our way through these lower tier, like things that have got harvesting and things like that on it. So we want things like, this person's a good fighter, so we wouldn't want to get rid of that person. And problem we've got is a lot of these are leveled up quite high. Good fighter. Yeah, so we start being really picky about, like, this person here is good at farming, but really just really average at everything else. So Justina, we might want to take a look at getting rid of. We're going to get 4,000 renown back for her too, so we could easily trade her out with someone better. So we'll just try to remember Justina. When we get back to our main settlement, we could probably get rid of her, take all the gear off her, and then find someone else that's better. We have plenty of room back in our main settlement, but there are people standing around doing nothing. So yeah, we'll get into that as well. One thing we could do in town too, if we have the resources spare back at our main settlement, we aren't building too much, we could build houses here. So once the town is liberated, a village house. So we can only do one village house. Okay, so in the previous, it's interesting to change that. You used to be able to, let's have a look, not enough construction points. All right, so you need a certain amount of construction points to be able to do that now. So they've actually changed this. So this will actually increase the amount of people. It'll attract new people to the village. So let's take a look at how we get construction points. So all right, so we have 4 construction points out of 10. So maybe we built too many of these things, maybe. Interestingly enough, so you can only be very selective about it. I don't know if this increases or not, so if anybody knows, but it seems to be we have 4 out of 10. So I wonder if we can remove one of the drinking barrels that we built.
Now begins the rebuilding.
Let's have a look. I've got one up in here somewhere, I think. There's one here. So let's see if we can remove this to get some points back. See if it does change anything in the town. It shouldn't affect anything. Now, is it something I've got to do? All right, we'll just assemble this. I'm not sure whether they're going to come and help me or not. And then we'll build a... Yeah, we'll build a house for the village instead to try and attract new people here. All right, turned out that the villagers were happy to lend a hand, so... All right, so that seemed to work well. So we just need to find a spot now to place a house down. Probably out this way somewhere.
All hail the Bellwright, our steadfast leader and savior.
Interestingly, it still says we don't have enough points. Okay. So we didn't get any points back for building that. And it doesn't tell you, yeah, so I just assumed you probably would get points back, but we didn't get any points back. So interesting. Okay, so if anybody knows, yeah, any more information about that, please pop that in the comments below. I'll try and find out some more information on the Discord server if I can. But yeah, it looks like that we are stuck on some of these things for some reason, so... Yeah, we really would have liked to have had some more housing slots, and it doesn't... I mean, unless the prosperity as we get to these... Ah, here we go. Level 2. I missed that completely. So, all right, so level 1, when we get to level 2, we're going to get an additional 20 construction points. Looks like we're over that. Oh, maybe just... Okay, we're just before it. Okay, so... Yeah, and we did a trade for the day. So we might have to wait till tomorrow, and then we might be able to do that ourselves. So we'll wait till tomorrow, and then we'll come back here and just check that out. If we get an additional 20 slots, that'll be helpful. What I might do is I might actually run over to Herondine, because that's something that the prosperity, I think, is actually... No, it's in the same situation. We're in 4 construction points there as well. So we just have to wait till that gets a little bit higher. All right, we are at day 68, and we're going to knock off. We've got a raid expected at the iron mine, so it shouldn't be that big a deal, to be honest. So our iron mine is all the way over here. We had a couple of fast travel points to get there. We got a couple of quests to knock off today. We got to get back to this one we've got currently, the Hearty request. So that one is taking us back to Farnsworth. We've got a couple of Farnsworth ones actually. We need to collect a sword from a guy at Horndine as well. So we might actually find that one first. So it should be interesting. Okay, I said to wait till tomorrow to talk to the blacksmith, and the night has gone by. We actually slept through most of it. So I'm not sure why it would say that, because we did it yesterday. Definitely did it yesterday. All right, well, we'll have to... Maybe it's, all right, 2 days. Okay, so we're going to have to do the other one, the Hardy request. So we'll do that one instead.
Our ancestors must be weeping in their graves.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Keep going.
Hi, times are tough. Did you manage to get everything Great work. Don't...
All right, gave me a little bit more trust in Farnsworth, so we are slowly getting there. Still 2,200, so we can build more of these things. We have 10 construction points, so we would have to have a lot of brewing battles all over the place though, so that's probably the quickest way to get us there. And we can deconstruct them later, I guess. So yeah, I think these brewing battles are the most cost-effective way. They seem to be the cheapest way to get to, they give us 200, but that's quite a few, so might see if we can get a little bit closer by doing some of these quests in town, although we are running out of them by the looks, so it is a little bit of a slower process getting to Bellwright on this particular town. And yeah, unless you guys have got some tips in regards to getting there a little bit quicker, it does seem like we're being held up by, you know, quests and basically the amount of renown we need for this area. All right, we're going to see what other quests we can knock off and get into those. All right, well, I was just looking at quests and I just realized we do have the time has come on Farnsworth. I wasn't paying any attention. It must have popped up at some stage. So we can talk to Victor and trigger it. So this is going to be what we're going to do. We really want this town. So let's trigger this and build the bell tower. It's going to be an overnight thing, but...
fortifies our heart. Friend, please help us get rid of these chains. Your words give me hope.
All right, so we just need to build the bell tower. So doesn't really matter where. I'll put it on the outside because then it's easier for me to get to without running into bandits and stuff. Brigands, I should say, when we come back here. Bell tower, here we go here. We'll just... All right, that'll all transfer over in the next evening. So we'll be attacking the town of Farnsworth tomorrow and taking this into the, our liberation of the region. All right, we just got a few bandit camps kind of creeping back into the area, so we're going to go and clear them out. They're pretty easy to clear out. Just a few wolves to get rid of. Alright, so the way I do these ones, I just try and draw them out to the road. If they're pretty close to the road, I'll just fire an arrow into the area. This one's pretty close to the road, which is nice and handy. Usually about 5 in these ones, so see if we can, there we go. God, I've missed everything. This new bow is making a huge difference as well. And yeah, voila, easy. We needed to research the bastard sword for a quest. I completely missed it. So that was what that popped up just then. We have to make 3 bastard swords for a quest. Yeah, this one here. So we'll go to the tool maker, get 3 of those made. Yeah, so we can get that done. So we'll head back to our base to get those as well. All right, we have cleared back most. This one's pretty far up in the hills there. It's not really in our way. I think this one here is probably the one that's causing us the most grief with this particular little camp here. They kind of tend to be wandering through here sometimes. And yeah, so we just need to knock those off eventually. But we're getting through this day. We'll get these bastard swords made, and then we have the liberation tonight anyway, so we're already halfway through the day. So we'll go back to our main settlement. We've got a there we go. That's always the way, isn't it? We're going to head to the iron mine now and see if we can stop this raid. All right, we just fast traveled to the iron mine, and I just realized this was just someone I hired from the local area to basically just farm. So she doesn't run into any bandits down on here, so didn't really need to armor up, and I didn't bring any armor with me, so we're just going to try and pick these guys off as they head towards us. Got a bit of room, and being this mine is only like small, it's not a large settlement, there shouldn't be too many people to really worry about, so just get up closer to them and pick them off.
The smell of fresh.
Cotton seeds. For some reason I don't seem to get a lot of cotton seeds, so when I'm picking it, so I'll just grab those and it's actually quite a big raid. Shit. Alright, I need to... Alright, we got 2 archers left, I think, yep. Alright, we managed to get through that almost, very close. There was quite a few of them actually, so but we managed it quite well. Mastering my sword skills slowly. Probably could have avoided a few of those hits, but when there's two of them trying to hit at the same time, I guess it's a little bit harder. We are approaching the hour marks. We may not actually get to Farnsworth today. We'll see how we go. It's going to take some time. Don't want to make these too long. So this one is we're going to basically do Farnsworth in a next episode. We might finish this one up here, and then we'll definitely conquer Farnsworth on the next episode. So we're going to be using the ship to do that. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. It's going to be interesting. I haven't looked at any videos of the river dock. I haven't actually seen how it works at all. So we're going to be just doing that from fresh. And yeah, so I'll see you on the next video. Hit that like button, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, you should have by now. Please do, because if you are enjoying this series and you're watching these ones, I will be bringing a video out sometime today or tomorrow, hopefully, on mods for Bellwright if you're interested as well. And yeah, so stay tuned for that one. All right, guys, it's Wombat out. See you in our next video.
With pixels ablaze and battles untamed, we'll conquer the virtual